What were we going about?
Nazis built the pyramids,
The
the
Nazis
aliens started the Holocaust. It's just...
We're talking about serial killers today. They're ghosts.
It's only going to get worse from here. Dude, I'm tired.
Take two.
I'm so fucking tired. Yeah, fucking take two.
Take two.
Fucking, we had that one, we already had this recorded, and then we realized that it didn't fucking record right, so we had everything ready to fucking post, and then realized, Sage was doing the posting, or the editing, and it was because I was gone.
I'm not good at this shit.
I spent the last few days at the hospital, not for myself, but for a family member, and so she was trying to do this all on her own, and I came back to check it, because that's why this one's being posted so late, but it was, she didn't notice that there was a couple gaps in our fucking recording for some reason, and I don't know why, because we recorded it a while back. We just take forever to get to editing. Yeah. But the only thing I'm going to say about the whole hospital trip, about my family member and all that kind of stuff is...
Mind your business, that's what... Okay, moving on.
I'm not just that, but fucking stay away from fucking fentanyl, alright? Seriously, put that out there to people and let them know to fucking stay away from that shit, because it's a killer. It's not a high, alright? It kills. So... But moving on from that, we're going to talk about another death in this episode today that was more impactful for the masses. And I'm not talking about Dr. King or JFK. We're talking about Tony Stark.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. But before we get into that, welcome everybody to The Calling Couple. I'm your host, Gage, along with my beautiful and wonderful co-host,
Sage.
Yeah, she's just so upset right now because she's like, I don't want to fucking redo this.
I hate redoing it. I lose all my momentum. Because I'm like, because once I say it, I've already said it, so I don't like repeating myself.
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself.
Exactly. Jesus.
But yeah, today we're going to talk about the MCU because I know we've been saying that for a while.
That was on brand, though, for MCU. Because that was
It was, and that was the whole point. I was bringing it back around. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about... where we feel on the MCU and how we think it should go from here, and what we've had to really be like, what the fuck are we doing right now? Like, what phase are we on? Like 8?
5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Jesus. So
4 was the good one. Endgame.
Yeah.
I made so many good jokes in the last recording. Ugh.
I know. I am so upset that fucked up like that.
It didn't even fuck up that bad, man. There was just bits that kind of fell out. You could have edited it. You're really good at editing.
No. We lost momentum there because it lost some of the shit that we were saying. Okay. We're back. We're back. Come back in here.
No, I've already been here. I don't want to be here again.
Well, you're back and you're staying. So,
oh my God, it's the topic. It's cursed.
Yeah, I know.
This is take 3, bitches. This is take 3.
So, yeah, no, this topic is cursed for us because we've done this before.
Yeah, we did a recording, like, in the beginning of all this. So we just did it in a car. So the recording was terrible. And so then we did it again last week. And the recording was terrible. Oh my God. We cannot talk about this subject.
I think Marvel's tapping everybody's speakers to be like, no, we're cutting this out.
It's
we're cutting that out.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do it again today.
Well, we're doing it again. But we have even more than we did in the first recording because we hadn't watched any of the new stuff then.
Yes, we're even going to be... Well, it's not really MCU, but we are going to be fucking talking about it because they did give a good hat off to the MCU itself and some of the stuff that we grew up with.
I was talking about the first recording, not the one we did last week. We have more to talk about this time than we did that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. So
but yeah, we do have another one, the new Spider-Man movie.
Let's kick it off. We're not going to talk about Ant-Man and Quantumania because we already did. Yeah. We already have that out there.
We hate it very much.
Oh, God, yeah. So fucking horrible.
We have to talk about it a little bit because most of my rant last recording was how stupid Kang was or whatever.
Well, we'll talk about that, sure. But so let's get it kicked off. What is your favorite Marvel MCU film?
I bet you know.
Captain America. Oh, no. Oh, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah, but you almost fucked up. You almost said the wrong movie. I was about to be so disappointed.
Well, you did like Winter Soldier for the longest time.
No, I always liked Age of Ultron the best.
Well, Winter Soldier came out before Age of Ultron, so...
That must have been your other girlfriend.
I don't know. Age of Ultron was good. I really fucking liked it.
That's my favorite one to this day. And then they just solidified it in the What If series.
Well, and here's the thing, though, is like, people keep saying all the time, and we're some of those people that fucking sit here and say, what happened to the MCU? Like, we spent fucking 10 years building up this badass fucking franchise to have it fall. I'm not saying every fucking film. Are there same
people working on it?
No, they're all these were done by different directors, different writers, and stuff like that.
All of Phase 4? The ones we liked? Or the new ones?
No. All these. From Phase 1 to Phase 4, they were all done by different fucking writers and directors.
Not like
but
the
they
same
all
teams.
Yeah, but they all made it to where other writers and directors can pull their stuff together and use it as well for their films to keep everything tied up. And that's where they were all working with each other without having to completely work with each other. Like Kevin Feige and all them, they really did do a good job of keeping it open for other people to adapt and use with theirs. But I mean, with this new phase now, we're getting so fucking lost in this multiverse shit that it's becoming stupid to where no one really wants to watch it. It's all this fucking propaganda bullshit and all that, and it's so like, that's not what this was about. This was escape from reality, not to put our reality into this fucking fantasy. Like, I get it if we wanted to hit some topics of that and all, and it's like, okay, cool.
Okay, I've got a good question. Well, first you have to answer the first one that you asked. What's your favorite Marvel movie? My
favorite Marvel movie? Oh, man, the one that I go back and watch all the fucking time. God, I don't know. I watch them all. I do.
Yeah, you do. You're very equal with all of them.
But if I really had to choose, I'm gonna fucking have to say the first Avengers. The first Avengers? Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a safe choice.
You know, I like to have my face spaces. I'm a millennial.
Okay, so now I'm gonna fuck you up.
Okay.
What is your favorite launch of the Phase 5?
Oh God, what do we got for Phase 5? Let me look here. What the fuck's going on with Phase 5? So,
I'll help you. Mine is I don't know. When they first started releasing the Phase 5s, they had Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And then they had WandaVision.
Yeah.
So it's probably a tie between those two. I really liked WandaVision, but when it came to the actual branding of it, probably Falcon and Winter Soldier, because it was more on point with Avengers.
I was so lost in that show. Like,
which one?
Falcon and Winter Soldier, because they were trying to make out like this terrorist group that's all against the government and all that kind of shit, and I'm just like, you had a very lackluster fucking antagonist, and you had fucking Winter Soldier who's trying to fucking figure out where he fucking belongs after with losing his friend Steve, and then you had fucking Falcon trying to be like the new next black empowerment and all, and it's just like, and don't get me wrong, I have nothing against any of that shit, but it's like, dude, you're putting too much into characters that don't need that shit.
It's true, but you're also acting like the feel of that movie was new and confusing because they were trying to do too much. But take that terrorist organization and slap the word Hydra over it, and it's exactly like...
Yeah.
So, but you're acting like... No, you can't say yeah, because you were acting like it's too much, it's too confusing, I don't know what they're trying to do.
No.
You do.
I'm seeing what you're saying there, but what I'm meaning is it's not like Hydra. Because Hydra was more of world domination. These people are more of like...
and Hydra was blatantly bad guys.
Yeah.
But in Falcon and Winter Soldier... they're trying to make you feel like the bad guys are actually secretly good guys, but no, they're bad guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they think they're good guys. At least Hydra knew they were bad.
Well, but that's what they're doing with all these shows, like even with Secret Invasions and all this and that. They're trying to make you feel here lately with the way that they've been going with this MCU shit. They're trying to make everybody be a good guy, even the bad guys. And it's like, dude, that's so fucking stupid.
It's 100% what they did on freaking She-Hulk.
Like, let me put it this way: when Thanos showed up, we all knew that was a bad motherfucker, in all the senses of the word. Yeah, did we get a little bit of glimpse of why he's doing this? Sure.
So he was blatantly bad.
Yeah, did we feel for him? Absolutely. To where we were like, I could see your reasoning. But did we agree? Fuck no. Not one time did we sit here and be like, yeah, do that. Now we do. Now we joke about it of like, now I wish Thanos would have snapped.
Yeah, now there's bumper stickers that say Thanos was right.
Right, but at the time, we were like, fuck no, dude, this dude is a bad motherfucker. We do not need him. We don't want this, all this and that. But now you get these characters that are coming in that are like, supposed to be some bad motherfuckers that are crybaby bitches that can't fucking hold on their own because there's no character built. There's no good writing. There's no letting our heroes have some real fucking conflicts. Like everything that they come up against, it's like a pebble that's being thrown at them instead of a fucking mountain that they have to climb over. Like it's nothing, and that's where I think it's fucking bullshit. To where when we first started this MCU journey, guys, granted, I was a kid and I read a lot of the comics. I didn't read all the comics, but I read a lot to where I fucking fell in love with these characters. Plus, we had the badass animated shows that back when I was a kid that were awesome to watch.
I was more into DC back then.
Oh, I was into both. It didn't really matter to me, but I was by comic. So the thing is, though, was like when 2008 was a fucking phenomenal year for comic book movies on both sides. Okay, that is a absolute fact.
You're weird that you know the years.
Well, because I remember seeing them all in theaters, and I was just like,
yeah, but you can narrow it down to what year it was.
Yeah,
I'm not good at that shit.
Well, because that year we had The Dark Knight that came out. Fucking great to go see that in theater. And then you had Iron Man that came out, and you're just like, fuck yeah. The Incredible Hulk wasn't well received because of the previous film, the previous Hulk that came out, which I get it, that movie fucking absolute garbage. But Edward Norton actually was not that bad. I didn't see that one in theaters, but I saw Iron Man in theaters, and I was just like, dude, this is Tony Stark. This is fucking great. And the reason why it was so great, now if we can really break that fucking down real quick, immediately, damn near on the verge of death, gets blown up, all this and that. He already has everything, so what the fuck could happen to him to fucking make him start this journey? Well, he almost fucking dies. Mm-hmm. And then as he's fucking struggling with his own morality of life, he's sitting here looking at other people that are dying, and was like, how the fuck can I fix this?
Yeah, they're dying. Not only are they dying in front of you, but literally they're dying for what you've done.
Yeah.
Like, not on purpose, but still because of your neglect of what you're doing.
Yeah, your lack of controlling what you are doing is fucking causing this.
I was surprised that wasn't your favorite movie.
It's definitely on my top, because I love Iron Man.
Yeah, the first Iron Man is on my top list as well.
But then you had it where the guy that was his father figure that he really looked up to, that he entrusted with everything to take care of everything while he dealt with his own shit, fucking betrays him and tries to fucking... It was the one that was actually trying to kill him from the get-go. You had that struggle. You had that fucking like, god damn. And then at the end of it, when he was like, yeah, I am Iron Man, even though he was told, go with the flow, try to fucking hide it, all this and that, he embraced it. Which, I fucking love that, because like they said in I think it was the next film, where they're like, it was one of the later films when they said Iron Man. When Tony said he was Iron Man, it brought on conflicts. It meant that he was challenging everything, meaning not just our planet, but other planets, to be like, oh, so you think you have a mighty hero, I'm coming. And it was great. It was a great build-up, because even Captain America had fucking Red Skull that was a conflict for him, that Red Skull damn near beat the shit out of fucking Cap. Like, and kept making his self-sac. Like, you had great character builds. Mm-hmm. We don't have that no more. We have these guys that, like I said, are being thrown pebbles when they need to be climbing mountains to fucking get us to be relatable with them, to be like, no, these guys can overcome anything. Like, but they have to have that hint of death. They have to have that small hint of failure struggle. that could be the possible turning point. Mm-hmm. We're not getting that. We're getting these fucking invincible fucking characters that can't ever fuck up, can't ever do anything wrong, and all this and that. And it's like the new Hawkeye girl. I'm on the fence with her because she never misses. She never fucking has anything that's struggling with her. Where yet again we still got Clint Barton, who's fucking still struggling, still fucks up here and there, but he's trained enough to come back to be like, oh, I fucked up there, I can fix it here.
Yeah, his struggle is family morality, and he is aging and losing his ability.
Right.
So.
Right, and that, I get it. I get what they're trying to do, but it's so fucking stupid. She-Hulk, when they first fucking created her...
Oh, I hate that she was instantly a better Hulk than the Hulk.
Yeah, I get it, because, like, some people are like, well, the comics... True. But when... Let me put it to you this way. When you first get fucking powers, you're not going to know what to fucking do, especially against somebody who has been that way for decades, that had mastered their shit way before you. You can't walk into a fucking taekwondo place and take on a third-degree black belt thinking that, oh yeah, good. And if you do, Jesus Christ, is that really fucking fun? Is that really enjoyable to watch? Like, if you watch The Karate Kid and he came in and immediately did the crane kick with no fucking training, you're going to be like, well, that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, you didn't have
no
build-up.
That's what I'm saying.
No character build, man.
And that's the problem. Like, with Thor, I fucking hated the way they did with Thor. I really did, because Thor was fucking awesome at first. Did Dark World suck? Of course. Was the first one good? It had its moments where it was like, but it was still fucking good. It was still a good character.
Yeah, he was arrogant and like full of himself, but that was like on like that was
correct. Because it even carried over into the first Avengers film, where he still was just like this arrogant warrior, even though he earned his way back to getting his powers again.
But there was character build. Like, he lost his abilities, he was just mortal for a little while, and then he like learned that he can still be a hero even without his godlike abilities, and self-sacrifice is like, and so he learned his lessons.
Yeah,
and then they took him all away.
Yeah, and in the first Avengers film, he was more, like, sure, he was very fucking arrogant, because he was like, you guys are fucking piss ants compared to me, but he still had enough humility to step back and be like, well, these humans ain't that bad. I mean, they can do pretty much anything. But by the time we got to Thor Ragnarok, it was on the fence to where, yeah, he lost a lot. Like, Thor lost everything. Mm-hmm. And it was good, because now it's like, okay, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna finally step into his father's shoes and become Odin and really be the fucking badass warrior he's supposed to be?
Nope,
because then we got Thor: Love and Thunder. Fuck that movie.
Well, first of all, we didn't get Love and Thunder next.
No, we got the fucking Infinity War and all that. Which yes,
he never recovered from that, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, that should have been a good learning point for him. Like, he had to get better. Love and Thunder, he should have learned something. But instead, he just goes around chasing things he used to have, like his hammer. He thinks, like, if he just has his hammer back, then everything that he had when he had his hammer, he would get that back too. That's not learning a lesson. That's just pretending it never happened.
And that's where Waititi needs to fucking step away from the MCU, because, dude, you are making this a laughing stock now, and it's not supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to be fucking heroic shit. And I get if you want to throw a little bit of comedy in, like what you did in Thor Ragnarok. It was great.
It's a little bit of comedy. It's fine.
But you made it to where he was you made it to where Mjolnir was a fucking fleshlight, and he was obsessed with it. Like, it was fucking disturbing. Yeah. Really. And you're making out like this hammer and Stormbreaker to be fucking sentient to where they're just like, can't believe you would touch that and not touch me. Like, oh my god. It's like, come on, man. What the fuck are you doing?
Don't ever make that voice again.
But it was just so fucking disturbing. And then when you brought Jane back, it was like, we as fans that knew what was going on with Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth, we understood. We got it. We were like, okay, she's not going to come back because those two can't really work together. And we were okay with it. We were like, okay.
Bring her back to kill her.
Yeah, you bring her back just so you could fucking kill her off. And she had a better story arc than fucking Thor did in that film. That's what's fucked up.
Yeah, her being obsessed with Mjolnir so that she wouldn't die was actually decent. And then her accepting it and getting rid of Mjolnir, that was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, accepting death and putting down the strength. I liked that.
Honestly, if you would have made that and took Chris Hemsworth out of that and kept it the way it was.
Yeah, just made it her story.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. It would actually have been a very fun film to watch. But when you brought Thor in there and you're trying to fucking make him
his crybaby bullshit.
Yeah. Because when we got Endgame, that was supposed to be the moment where he was finally willing to step into his father's shoes and fucking be that god to lead.
I mean, like, it was a good moment too, man. He like literally called down the thunder like you're supposed to.
Yeah. And everybody's like, "Oh my god, he became Fat Thor," which a lot of representations in Norse mythology, Thor is a fat person. He became it all right there. So you figure, yeah, he's about to fucking take over.
Dad bod type bod, you know?
Right, but now it's just like, well, you know, all that stuff we built up for the last 15 years is kind of out the window because he just regressed right back into...
Yeah, hardcore regression. I'm going to run away from all my problems with this little girl and just teach her how to be a god.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
That's not what your parents wanted for you. They wanted you to take over Asgard, and Asgard is a people. And then you just handed it over to some Valkyrie that was like not dead. Like, oh shit, a Valkyrie. Here you go. Here's the crown.
Yet again, that's what I'm saying. Is like Valkyrie and Jane would have been a way better movie than.
Yeah, they really would have. I liked the chemistry.
Yeah, it
wasn't on Jane's side, but it was cute. I liked that hopelessness because Jane wasn't gay.
Yeah.
So the hopelessness was cute. I liked it.
Right. So, but that's what I mean is like it could have been better if they'd have taken Thor out of there. If they'd have taken away all the other guys. If they would have got rid of Russell Crowe as fucking Zeus. Jesus Christ, that movie sucks fucking bad. Watch it. And everybody's like, well, he was Spartacus. I get it. And they're supposed to be making another one. And I'm like, why? I mean, why fucking... Yeah, they're supposed to be making another fucking Gladiator movie with him coming back as Spartacus and shit.
I thought he died.
No. Who fucking knows? Who knows? They're running out of ideas.
I thought he died at the end of Gladiator.
Yeah, so... But Thor Love and Thunder, yeah, it could have been way better. Wakanda Forever, God,
it wasn't as bad as Love and Thunder.
No, but...
And it had a lot of really good points.
I'm sorry. This was like... They literally took Aquaman and just put the MCU shit on it. It was.
Well, that's what they did in the comics.
That's what I'm saying though. Is like they didn't learn from Aquaman to do this film. They were just like, you know what? Chadwick Boseman did a great job for the first one, so I think we can get away with it on this one to bring in the new Black Panther. Dude, come on. I don't want to fucking see another fucking mermaid fight ever again. I am so fucking done with it. You could tell me that the new Little Mermaid has a fucking badass battle underneath it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm so fucking tired of it. It's so stupid. But I will say that Wakanda Forever did have its good moments. But the main premise of the film, I was just so...
It was better than She-Hulk or Love and Thunder.
True. And, of course, we're not going to talk about Ant-Man and Quantumania because we already did, and that movie fucking sucked. All we're going to say is that they made Kane look like a bitch. Compared to Thanos, he is a crybaby bitch that they really fucking ruined. Loki was building him up pretty decent, but then they came out with this.
Loki built it up so good.
Yeah, and then they came out with Ant-Man and Quantumania and made him just unrelatable, unfucking willing to...
They're really good at making crybabies.
Yeah, they really are, and it's just not as good.
Yeah, that's what this whole phase is about, is everyone's just a crybaby.
Mm-hmm. Doctor Strange and the Madness in the Multiverse
I liked it.
It was pretty good.
I liked it a lot.
It was nice to see Sam Raimi come back into another Marvel film to give us something that felt old or felt familiar and that we were just like, yeah, it was pretty fucking dark for what we've had so far. We got zombies finally.
We got zombies. It was awesome.
It was good. And, I mean, nothing's more nostalgic than Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, man.
Ugh, so...
I watched that one over and over. You know, I changed my mind. That is the favorite.
Yeah.
I take back. That's the best one.
Getting Andrew Garfield and fucking Tobey Maguire
that's
again.
The number one right there.
Well, I say those. Trust me, I love them as Spider-Man. But getting Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin again.
Yes, and he ends up being the baddie. I loved it. I was like, he did so good.
It was like he didn't skip a fucking beat. He came right back in with the fucking split personality and all that. It was
and it was more played out.
Mm-hmm.
It was better played out. Like, it was a little more explained in this movie. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Yeah, I fucking loved that.
Oh gosh. Tom Holland. His character building through all this, it's just been so good. Like, in the ending of that movie, you know, when he's like, where he promised MJ that he would tell her,
mm-hmm.
you know, who he was, and then saw how happy she was, and saw how safe and happy her and his friend was, and decided not to tell them just to keep him safe. I'm just like, oh, the maturity. Oh.
Yeah. Well, and they're basically like, well, Tom Holland will carry us through all this. He's got the best character build. I know. I'm like,
poor boy. That poor boy has so much on his shoulders.
Yeah, and I think that's...
Him and Doctor Strange, that's all on them now.
Doctor Strange is fucking falling apart because Madness in the Multiverse, the way it fucking ended, it was kind of just like...
Yeah.
What was the resolve?
See, my thing is that I think that... Like, you want to say that he's going to help carry the Avengers... But my thing is that I think he's going to be busy fighting other wars. Kind of like how Ms. Marvel never shows up until, like, the last minute.
Yeah. And
I think that's how Doctor Strange is going to be. He's like, I have a bunch of other things I have to, like, keep safe. That doesn't include this war.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all on you, Parker.
And let's talk about the up-and-coming Ms. Marvel's film. I don't care to fucking see it.
Is it a film?
Yeah,
I thought it was
it's a film. It's not going to be a show. It's going to be a film. And it's coming out November 10th. 2023 this year.
I'm at the point where I have to watch all this. I have to watch this train wreck.
I
gotta see where they save it. I know it's not gonna be that one. I'm just waiting for the next Spider-Man.
Fuck no, I am like, no, this is not gonna save the MCU whatsoever. The first one sucks so fucking bad.
But we would like to mention, I would like to mention anyways, that they have brought the cartoon Miles Morales into the MCU.
Where at?
In Venom and in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Well, they didn't bring him in Spider-Man Homecoming yet.
Yeah, because they had the Prowler. Remember?
Oh, they had Prowler. A version of the Prowler that was played by that same character or by that same actor from Homecoming, but it's not supposed to be him.
It's supposed to be a bullshit.
Yeah, it was a nice nod off, but it's not an actual MCU reference.
I don't believe you.
I really wish it was, but I don't think it is. I think it was just a nice little fan play for all of us that saw it. Because if you notice, they only showed like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield stuff. They never showed like
Tom Holland
at all.
Man, and you're right, they didn't.
And that's what sucks.
They didn't show Aunt May die.
Right, and I really wish they would have. But it would have been great. I just don't think that Sony and MCU could have got that done. Well. What?
If Andrew Garfield and
Tobey
Maguire were in No Way Home.
You're still reaching.
I am reaching. I am.
Because
I'm reaching deep.
The thing is Sony still owns rights to them. They just allow the MCU to use them whenever they can. But that's why
what about Venom then? Because that was...
Hey, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. So with Venom, yet again, we're having that Sony letting them use it a little bit. Marvel doesn't own those yet. Sony still owns them. So, like with No Way Home and where you had the glimpse of Venom and all that kind of shit, yeah, that's where Sony was like, yeah, we can let you.
It wasn't just a glimpse of Venom. It left a piece of himself in Tom Holland's universe.
And yet we're still trying to figure out what the fuck's going to happen with that.
Yeah, it's going to be in the next Spider-Man
That's
movie.
Because Marvel and Sony are still fucking arguing on contracts of what they can do and all this and that.
I feel like I feel like how that little squibbly of venom that got left there is going to get him is because how does Spider-Man feel right now? Very lonely, right?
Yeah.
And then that venom thing is going to get him and be like, hey, man, we can be friends. Like, same way with freaking Eddie, you know? Him and Eddie are best friends.
Well, and
so that's how he's going to get Peter. He's going to be like, dude, man, I'm right here. I'm an alien, so no one else will take me.
Yeah, I am ready for it. I really want them. Well, actually, I want them to take their time because Venom: Let There Be Carnage was pretty fucking rough.
It was rough, but it was still good.
It was good.
It was almost not good though. It was like right there.
It was really.
It was like, man, if they took away Banshee, if they had taken Banshee out of there, I think it would have been good.
Yeah, we didn't need Calypso to come in there and fucking try to be a part of this.
Yeah. I mean, for Carnage's sake, he needed Banshee, but...
Not really, because Woody Harrelson was already doing a really good job. He was really being already over the top and all that. But when they brought Banshee in, it was kind of like, what the fuck is the point of this story? Where is this going? Okay. Yet again, you're trying to make me sympathize with the fucking bad guy, and I'm not supposed to.
That's exactly what it is.
So, but like with Miss Marvel's, like even the show Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel and all that kind of stuff, Miss Marvel fucking to me was a flop.
We never finished it.
I didn't want to. I was so fucking bored with it. Like this girl who's automatically got these powers and just like, yeah, here we go. I can damn near do anything.
I got her and America confused.
Right. It was so hard. It was really hard to fucking keep up with, and I really couldn't. Yeah, I'm just not for it. Like, yeah, I think the problem is they didn't write her in soon enough, Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. They didn't write her in soon enough, and when they tried to bring her in, they were trying to be like, oh, we got to fill this in, that way we could have someone that could be on the same level as Thanos, but even when you gave it to us, there wasn't really anything. You had so many people that it was kind of hard to keep up with.
And that girl that got powers from the show WandaVision?
Yeah.
Who is a third Miss Marvel?
Yeah, she's
Isn't she her niece or some shit?
Yeah.
I'm just like... And they're acting like... platonic. Like they're not family. I mean, I know they're not actually family, but... That woman helped raise you when you were a kid and then abandoned you. I wonder if, like... I don't know, I guess the commercials are coming off like they almost don't know each other. I'm just like, you were so mad about her in WandaVision.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's why I'm just like, this is going to be fucking... It's just another cash grab, guys. It's not going to be a fucking good film. It's not going to be what you're thinking. I'm not looking forward to it whatsoever. Now, I honestly feel like James Gunn should... Like, he doesn't have to direct anymore. But I feel like he should be like Kevin Feige and be the overlook for the Watcher for all the MCU films, all right?
Yeah, I like to see the Watcher come in and be a part of the live action.
Well, and I'm just meaning like when we're coming to make these films, I feel like he should be the Watcher to be like, hey, you know, I wouldn't do it this way, I would do that. Or like, maybe you should change this a little bit or add this.
Dude, I really thought that's what they were going to do at the end of She-Hulk when she, like, broke the fourth wall.
Yeah.
I was like, is it going to be the Watcher? And then it ended up being, like, the actual streaming channel. And I'm just like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, you want to talk about
I hate this
writers
show.
falling on their face. Like, good fucking God. That was so fucking horrible. I was thinking it was going to be something good.
I thought we were about to get a really cool scene of her going and confronting the Watcher about letting all this happen. And I was like, this is going to be so... She's on Netflix.
No, Disney Plus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's on Disney Plus. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
And then they were even trying to make us laugh at their own jokes of like, this is just lazy writing, guys. You guys got to do better. And I was like, fucking God damn.
Like, that's
I sat here and waited.
You're making me think, you're trying to make me think it's funny that you're being lazy writer, but if you are aware it's lazy writing, you're just pissing me off.
Yeah, you made me wait 7 weeks to find out that you guys are just going to make a cheap joke about how you guys can write crap and we're going to watch it.
We're going to watch it, yeah.
Like,
so pretty much
fuck you.
You literally just flipped us all off with that one.
But now I will say this: like Shang-Chi, I love Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah,
I fucking.
What is that? Is that Phase 5? Did it come out after Infinity?
Yeah, it came out after Endgame, but I can't keep up. I can't.
If it came out after Endgame, then it was Phase 5.
Okay. Well, Shang-Chi was nice because, was he a badass? Sure.
I watched that one a lot.
But he had struggles. He had a hard time fucking being comfortable knowing that he was a badass.
Yeah, and he had to watch his mom die. Mm-hmm. And then he had to struggle to prove himself to his dad. Mm-hmm. Then he had to realize he never would. And he had to run away and abandon his father and his little sister.
Yep. Which, when he came back and realized how much damage that actually caused. How much damage
running had done when he thought he was doing it for the best. Mm-hmm. And it turned out that running caused a lot of more pain in the family. Instead of just confronting his dad about it all. Which I was really surprised by. Because I'm just like, for a bad guy, he's really sentimental. He's really like a good guy.
You felt with his dad, but once he continued to go on instead of try to redeem himself, that's when you're like, okay, I can't redeem you on this. I've got to stop you.
Yeah, it was
good. It was good. It was finally, we were like,
it was a good build. Yeah, Look at that.
And they did it in one
fucking movie. Look at that. It's possible.
Now, I can't wait for Shang-Chi to come back. I really am looking forward to it.
That movie was so good.
Even the ending. It really was.
We really should get to sleep. But
right.
Sweet Caroline.
Now, like, another film that came out right after that, right before Shang-Chi, Black Widow. I know a lot of people are on the fence of that film.
I am on the fence of that film.
I liked it. I thought it was a good, like, backstory, because we never got a full, true blue backstory for Black Widow. We got hints and stuff, but
I'm mad that I still don't know what happened in Budapest.
I do like the fact that it's still out there.
What the fuck happened in Budapest?
Like how that was always the running joke, and it was just like, and we'll never get it.
Those bullet holes, arrows.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All in all, it was good. It was a good way to show, like, especially like with America's history with Russia, of the Cold War and all that kind of stuff, of the back and forth of how Russia did try to do a lot of things that America did, but could never fucking get it all the way there. They had their own super soldier that they fucking locked away because they wanted to hide their secrets and shit. It was fun. It was a fun film. And it was a good way to show that you don't have to be related to be a family. Like, you could be fucking thrown together and it can feel like a family no matter what. And it was nice. And it showed why Natasha Romanoff's death was so hard, because she looked at everybody in the Avengers as her fucking family, like she had done before, of these group of strangers that had unique abilities to their own. So it was good. I liked it. I really did think it was a nice little backstory filler film for us, and it kind of helped out explain where she was during the time of before Infinity War.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Of course, Black Panther, fucking absolute, one of my favorite. I think it's like my third favorite film of the MCU. I could watch that one a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We do watch it a lot.
I do. I fucking love that one. It's so good. Because every time you got a relatable bad guy, but at the same time you're just like,
you gotta die, buddy.
Oh man, you can't.
Oh man, I really like you, but I gotta put you down.
Yeah, it was great. I fucking loved it. Of course, Guardians of the Galaxies are great. The third one,
oh man, they just got better too.
Well, and that's why I say James Gunn should be the watcher for the MCU, because look at this. Like, his 3 films have been some almost everybody in the MCU fans, it's probably their favorite fucking franchise, is the Guardians of the Galaxy, because of how much they character built and struggled and actually conflicted with their own selves along with the people next to them.
Tell me somebody who likes the MCU and does not like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
For real. For fucking real. And that's where even fucking James Gunn was so fucking upset when they killed off Gamora, because they were just like, why the fuck would you take one of my characters and do... Now I've got to find a way to fucking fix this.
Was he mad about that?
Yes, he was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was fucking pissed. He was like, dude, I had something planned for her, and now I got to find it. And so that's why they had to kind of bring her back, because James Gunn was pissed.
Well, I'm not a fan of Greasy Gamora anyways.
I'm not either. I think that's why he wasn't happy with that either, because he was just like, fuck, now I've got to do something different. I had something planned out, and now I've got to fucking change my plans. And yeah,
I call her Greasy Gamora because of her hair.
Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
She is. She's pretty fucking rough in that. But Guardians 3, man, that was fucking fun. It was so sad and tragic and all this and that, but at the end of the day, it was fun to go with them on this journey. And to realize when you go back and watch 1 and 2, these movies weren't about Quill. It was all about Rocket.
Yeah. And I liked it. I actually always knew that, you know? I was just like, man, it really feels like this isn't about Peter.
Yeah, because you had Rocket that was always there, even in the Infinity Wars and Endgame and all that. Like he was still pulling things out of his ass to fucking make it work.
He was there the whole time. He never blipped. He was there the whole time.
Yeah.
Gosh, poor Rocket.
Yeah, and he had to fucking suffer through so much loss. Like,
it was loss after loss, man. That
like
poor
even
guy.
when Tony Stark was like, "What's wrong with him?" and he's just like, "Well, he feels like he's lost. We all have," and because he understood exactly where Thor was, knowing, dude, not only has he lost his fucking family and his people, but he's lost
you hear
everything.
The sad truth behind that joke that Tony Stark made when he said that.
Oh,
for a second there, I thought you were a Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
And he said, maybe I am. After watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that hits. That hits a little hard.
Yeah, that does.
Because he was a raccoon.
Yeah. Damn. But, yet again, we got to give it to the 2 films that were the GOAT of the entire series. And that is the Infinity War and Endgame. It was everything that we had built up for, and we were so fucking excited. 10 years of our lives we watched this to build up for that. That even when they were like, it's going to be a 2-parter, we were like, fuck yes, give us everything you have. Sure were there flaws.
And they fucking lost in the end, and the whole world was devastated. We were like, what? What?
Yeah,
they lost?
When we got Infinity War and the snap actually fucking didn't get stopped, we were just kind of like,
what the fuck?
What do we do?
The good guys lost?
Yeah, and then I remember everybody stirring like, how the fuck? What the fuck's gonna happen?
And then Captain says, we lost. And I'm just like, and then it's like, huh? What? What do you mean? You can't say that. You're Captain America. You can't say we lost.
Yeah, and even though we were like getting the movie the next year, we were just all for that entire time. Everybody that was a fan was just like, "What do we do? How the fuck are they going to come back from this?" And then they were like, "We'll answer that with Ant-Man and the Wasp." And that movie just left us like, "What? Huh? How's this going to work? Scott's stuck in the quantum realm. How the fuck is this going to work? Oh, a rat will get him out. Oh, god damn it."
A rat.
You motherfuckers, come on.
You fucking money grubbing hoes.
Yeah, fucking seat filling, cash grabbing. Fuck. But then they were like, we're going to bring out Captain Marvel now. Yay, she could do it. She could do it. Oh, what the fuck is this? What?
Wait, if she existed the whole time, since, what, is the 80s?
90s, yeah.
Whatever. Where the fuck has she been? Where was she with Ultron? Where was she when Loki and where's she been?
Well, and Tony Stark asked her that. Where the hell have you been this whole time? Well, there's a lot of other people out there that need help that don't have you guys. Cheap ass excuse. Cheap fucking excuse. And I'm sorry, it wasn't Tony Stark. It was Rhodey that asked that.
Yeah.
But still, it was just like, you motherfucker.
And technically, they did, because in her movie, she was with those one people who were like going around saving people, but then she found out they were bad guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously they did. The galaxy had a police force. You were on it, you stupid bitch.
But here's my thing, is it just made me hate Nick Fury even fucking harder. It really did. The way that they wrote this and tried to bring her in and all this and that, it just made me hate him even more. Or that's when it actually made me start hating him. Because I wasn't hating him at first. But you had the fucking pager to get a hold of her when we could have used her in the Battle of fucking New York. We could have used her against Ultron. We could have used her for a lot of this shit. But yet you wait until really after the snap happens. Maybe I should go ahead and call call her in and get her here because, well, we fucking lost. What if she got fucking snapped, you dumbass?
For real. Well, was he aware of Thanos' plan?
He was getting all the information that there was an invasion that's happening over in Africa and it's not looking good. All of our heroes are right there trying to fight this and it's not looking good. And then he sees everybody snapping and fading. And then it's like, oh, let's get the cheap joke in. And click the button. Like, really? Fuck. But at least when we got Endgame, it was a beautiful way to say goodbye to Tony. It was a great way to say, man, thank you guys. Like, you guys gave us this great journey to be on for the last 10 years, and it's been awesome. I mean, I fucking looked forward to every fucking Marvel film that came out in the 10 years, and not all of them were fucking bangers. By God, no, they weren't. But they were good. They were fun. They were fun to fucking sit there and watch and rewatch and try to come up with your own theories of how it was going to be and where it was going to go. Where now we can try to do that and all it's going to be is women empowerment, kind of feminist bullshit that they're trying to fucking do. Sorry, let me correct myself. False woman empowerment.
Yeah, they want to make you think that they're doing that for us, but they're actually just making us look like a big old fat joke.
Yeah, and it's just like a bleh.
Like I've said before, they had woman empowerment. They had it. And then they killed those characters off and replaced them with freaking twerking idiots that have no character build. So you don't have any standing behind them. Like you can't relate with this new woman that you've put twerking on the screen. Like, what woman can look at her and be like, that could be me? No, none of them, because they have no character build for those characters. The only people they had that for was Gamora. They had it for Hull.
Oh, Agent Hall, yeah.
Agent Hall, who was there, the woman in the chair the whole time.
Yeah, the one that was right hands with Nick Fury. Was fucking
the next
perfect.
Nick Fury, the one who was going to be in charge once he was passed away.
And guess what? They killed her off in the first fucking episode of Invasion. Yeah. Are you serious?
And then they killed Gamora off. Yeah. And then our number one from the, even maybe before Hall, was Black Widow. Her introduction in the Iron Man movies.
Yeah.
She was instantly a very powerful woman.
Yep.
Put Happy on his ass in 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, she was willing to be like, yeah, I'm sexy, all this and that, but I'm a lot more than just looks. I am a lot more than just being somebody's arm candy,
Yeah, she can, it helps get your foot in the door, sure. But, then you show how powerful you really are and that you were using that as a manipulation. So I get that. Yeah. You gotta use your assets.
For real. And that's even when Happy was sitting there fucking staring her when she was getting dressed in the back seat and all that, they're kind of we're making a cheap shot about her looks and all that, but yet again, when you actually got to see her fight, you were kind of just like, oh, she's actually a badass. She's got some skills, she's got some training.
And then you got the movie Black Widow and you got to learn about those. She didn't just have those things, she had to get them, and it was a torturous process. She lost her freaking reproductive ability for it, she was tortured a lot for it,
Yeah, we got a glimpse of that stuff in Age of Ultron, and it was great. She doesn't know who her
real parents are, or anything like that. She has a real mom out there somewhere, guys.
No, she's dead.
Oh, was she dead?
They did confirm that
They did confirm that? Okay.
That he killed her because she kept trying to get her back.
Okay.
But
in shows She-Hulk and all, there's not a lot of build up there.
Yeah, She-Hulk and Ms. Marvel really fucking tried to do this whole women empowerment thing, and trust me, I'm all for it. I am ladies, if you want that shit, go fucking get it, but there's nothing wrong with being smart, being all this and that. The thing is people, I remember watching somebody review She-Hulk, and they were just like, oh wow, way to make her look like a slut by sleeping with people and all this and that because she's She-Hulk and all. Granted, that is a good point because, yeah, that's exactly what happened. These guys saw her very fucking attractive and powerful and all this and that they want that. Men do. But if you look at Tony Stark, yeah, he slept around. He had a lot of fucking flings and shit like that.
But he realized it was wrong.
But he was doing that before he was ever Iron Man. And when he became Iron Man, he never fucking looked at another woman. He looked at him, but he never fucking wanted anything else but Pepper.
Yeah.
He was all like, you know what, this is the one I want, and this is the way I'm going to be. But he was a playboy by his brains alone, by talking and just being himself.
Yeah,
confident.
But after he realized his morality and all that kind of stuff, he stopped doing that. She-Hulk did the opposite. Mm-hmm. She was a very moral person. She was very, like...
Yeah, she was already set, and then when she got her power, she was like, I can do whatever the fuck I want now. I'm going to go and do this, do that. And it's like, and then nothing's stopping her. And it's like, what? Really? We're gonna go down that road. Okay.
It's a little bit of power and change how you look. And you're now this sexy green goddess, and now you can go do all this. That's the exact opposite of what woman empowerment is.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, oh my god, I'm a sexy green goddess. I can go be a slut now.
And that's where it should have been more of like, yeah, I'm one of the most invincible creatures on the galaxy, but I'm using my intellect, my compassion, all this and that more than I am my ability. Like, it should have been one of those where her power could have been something that she was holding back until she actually had to use it. But she was quick to fucking jump to her power and be like, yeah, fuck you. Which is why we liked Bruce Banner, where he didn't want to use his abilities until
it was the last resort.
Yeah. And that's where...
I don't like how easy it was for her to control her abilities either.
Oh my God.
The explanation was that she was always able to do that because of all
She's
the
a
things.
woman.
Yeah. Well, I understood that, but at the same time, the Hulk amplifies those abilities, right? It amplifies the anger.
Yeah.
So she should have lost control at things like that. There should have been a man that catcalled her, and it turned her that way. And she wasn't able to push it back down.
Well, she actually... They kind of touched that on her first transition. That they were catcalling her, trying to, like, damn near rape her and all this and that, which... I'm sorry. They were leading to a altercation that shouldn't be happening and all that kind of stuff. And then she fucking snapped.
I thought you were talking about the guys that are trying to shove her in the van and take her blood and all that.
No. Well, that was weird on its own. But her first altercation after the wreck and all that, she was stumbling to a bar trying to get help. And the guys were catcalling her and she fucking snapped. And like I think she shoved one of them and almost killed him and shit. But
I don't remember that scene.
Yeah, it was one of those. I was just like, okay, I can see that, but it was, I don't know.
That show, just being instantly better.
That show
than
just
Banner
really,
and everything.
Yeah, instantly better, and I'm just like, fucking, wouldn't you want to listen to somebody who spent 30 years?
No, she was just like, nah, fuck you, man, I got this.
20 years.
I'm better at everything than you. I'm like, that's rude.
It is like. And he had every opportunity to knock her on her fucking ass and really put her in her place, but he didn't. Because she wasn't fully honed in yet. Like, she did the fucking super clap like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Okay. I mean, when did you learn about that? Like, how did you know that he could do that?
He showed her. He says, hey, I can teach you how to do this. And then she did. And then she was like instantly better at it than him.
Yeah,
I'm just like, you can't be better at him than everything.
My thing is that if she would have struggled with it and it became like the thing that she finally did at the end of the show, great.
Yeah, but the only thing
it was like an ability that she couldn't master yet.
The only thing she struggled with was love. I'm just like, oh God, what is this? What is this chick flick I'm watching?
Yeah,
that's what She-Hulk is. It's a freaking chick flick. It's a what's the same thing that Sex and the City is? Whatever kind of show that is.
It's basically like a Sex and the City.
It's a Marvel Sex and the City.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's a Marvel themed Sex and the City.
Yeah, and sorry, we don't really need that stuff. If you're wanting to bring woman empowerment, just fucking take your time and character build. Give us good characters that we can build and grow with, and give them fucking struggles. It's okay to let us see them struggle and actually
and as a woman,
fall on their fucking ass.
And as a woman, I'm actually okay with not everything being about woman empowerment.
Well, and if we're gonna go that route,
bringing real world situations into my fantasy escapes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Well, and if we're gonna go that route, then actually look at people that have become accomplished or legends or fucking all that. Like if we look at people, women that are some of the most strong, powerful women in history, they fucking struggled. they've been put on their ass many times. They've been told no. They've been all this and that, and they persevered and got through it. Like what they said with Agent Carter in Captain America in the Civil War. I'm sorry. Yeah, Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was Captain America Civil War. When
the
Carter,
first Avenger, you mean?
No. When Carter dies, and her niece fucking gets up there and was like, how did you do it in a time where a woman wasn't allowed to be seen in power or any of this? And she said, make compromises when you can, which is a true statement by fucking women in our past of,
not everything has to be a fight.
Yeah, not everything has to be a fight, but if you can get that in their ear, we can change a lot, which was true. And that's where I'm like, what we need in our MCU is women like that are saying, yeah, I'm fighting not only aliens and all this and that, but I'm fighting the internal battles of the governments and the systems that I'm trying to be a part of,
Wait, are we talking about She-Hulk or are we talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier?
That's all. That's what I mean.
That's what all of Phase 5 is doing right now.
If you guys have a comment on what you think about how the MCU is going,
wait a second. Did you just trick me into talking about politics on the podcast? Get the fuck off right now.
But if you guys have a comment on what you think of where this MCU is going, or if you like it, by all means, leave us a comment, and that way we can at least block you off this channel. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the day, let us know what you think, because shit, I don't know what to think really on a lot of this, because it's just so... what the fuck. But if you guys like it, great. If not, let us know what you don't like, and if you want to leave a more in-depth fucking conversation about this, send us an email at thecallingcouplepod, at thecallingcouplepod, pod@gmail.com. I don't know why the fuck I couldn't get that out there. I did it so smooth last time. I was like, yeah, I got this shit down. It's because this
is take 3, that's why.
I know, right? So, this is our Phase 3 of the MCU talk.
Phase 3.
Goddamn.
My God.
I know it's a little bit fucking, sounding like we're crybabies, but we missed the way the MCU was.
Yeah, we're bitching about a bunch of crybabies when we're literally being crybabies right now. We're a bunch of hypocrites. We understand that, but this is our podcast, so go fuck yourself.
in the most lovable way.
In the most lovable way, invite me,
But no, let us know. What was your favorite film? What was your thoughts on some of the stuff, and where do you think that they should go with it?
And if we were wrong and you really like She-Hulk, tell me why you like She-Hulk.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm at at this point, I'm ready for Kane to be fucking done and over with.
I just want to move on to Phase 6, please.
I'm ready for Galactus, but if they do Galactus, they better do it right, because Galactus was one of the biggest baddies. But if they do Galactus, you know what they gotta do. They've gotta bring in the mutants, and they've gotta fucking get them in here.
Oh, I know we already did the outro, but damn, I was gonna mention that. Did we ever talk about what Wolverine was doing at the time of the snap? You remember, have we ever mentioned that on the podcast? Our theory about that? He was just in a constant state of snapping because he can regenerate just as fast as the snap happened?
Yeah, that... God
Did we mention that on the podcast?
Yeah, because I don't know. No, we haven't. But that would be very fucking...
Can you imagine just being in a state of paralysis for 5 years, just constantly regenerating as fast as you're falling apart?
Yeah, you're always ashing, but you're still rebuilding.
Rebuilding. You're rebuilding and ashing at the same time, constantly, for 5 fucking years.
Yeah, and people are probably like, well, that didn't happen in our multiverse and all that.
Yeah.
But there's a multiverse. So the snap happened all over. Because if Madness in the Multiverse is shown, Charles Xavier fought Thanos too. They all talked about the snap and all that kind of shit. So it happened. Which... I'm still kind of confused on how that happened, how they won, and all this and that.
Yeah, how did you guys win if only Tony Stark had to have been there?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say, is how did they win if he saw 14 million different possibilities and only one? What the fuck?
He only saw 14 possibilities of his own universe, I guess?
I don't know.
I'm confused. I'm out. Anyways, think about that.
Yeah, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for Deadpool 3 because apparently it's supposed to help tie in a lot of shit and bring things in and
Maybe.
all that kind of stuff. So that'd be nice. Can't fucking wait for that. I mean, Ryan Reynolds in a fucking red suit again. It's I'm touching myself tonight. But so No, I'm actually very excited for Deadpool 3. I can't wait.
Too.
It's taken too long, but I guess Ryan Reynolds really wanted to give us something better than Green Lantern.
I'm cool with it, man.
Which...
No, I just mean, like, I'm cool with it because we've gotten a lot of shit from the MCU lately.
Mm-hmm.
So a nice Deadpool movie would be a great refresher.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because so far...
So, yes, Ryan Reynolds, please, by all means, take your fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, DC's not fucking heeding anything Ryan Reynolds is saying, which is fucking stupid because we talked about this with the Flash movie and our...
Nope. They are not heeding nothing over there, man.
Yep.
Anyways...
So
the new Spider-Man movie was good though.
Yeah,
the Miles Morales
this isn't going to be MCU, but we are going to give you guys on this closure of the what is that? Across the Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse is so good. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen it by now.
Yeah.
Most of y'all probably went to the theater like you're supposed to do.
Oh, I'm going to end this episode and go watch it again because I know you watched it without me, but
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I've been gone for the last few days, so.
No. I haven't done anything.
Well, then we're going to watch it after this.
That's fine. I'm good with that.
And, yeah, we're going to get all theater mode. We're going to watch it. Okay. But, yeah, no, that was, yet again, I hope this movie wins awards like the first one did because it was just so fun. I hate the fact that it was a two-parter.
I know, but it was such a good, like it was so long.
Yeah, God.
But man, you wanted more.
Yeah.
So that's how you know it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Was that when it ended 2.5 hours later and you still want more.
Yep.
I love it. I love it when they do that.
And they did. They gave us nice references of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and even some of the other stuff that if you were a kid and you grew up with these cartoons, you got to see. And
I don't want to talk about it too much because it deserves its own episode.
It really does. So we are going to talk about that at a later date. I don't think we're going to get right on it, but we will.
Because we still owe a Robin Williams episode.
We do.
And we've been watching a lot of Robin Williams movies lately.
And you know what? I think that's going to be our next topic because
I think it should be. We almost talked about it today because I really didn't want to do fucking Marvel again.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Marvel later on as more of these movies come out, more of these crappy ass shows get released, and we'll try to keep up. And yes, we will try to struggle through and finish the series.
If you got something you want us to talk about, even like follow-ups on past episodes or anything like that, like hit us up, you know.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of the new Guardians 3.
Ask us what subjects you think would be funny for us to talk about.
That are not political.
Because that would be funny, but not for us, y'all.
Okay. Yeah. That's one that we would have to record with a camera because we're probably going to be throwing shit at each other. And
if y'all really want to see us be mad at each other, then sure. But we'll have to film it.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. But if you're going to do that, leave us a like. Leave us a fucking comment. Leave us all that good shit. Subscribe so you can keep up with all of our fucking rantics. And,
rantics.
Yeah. Antics and rants. And
rants and antics.
Rantics.
I got you. Rantics.
I'm right there.
It's a word. I got it. I like it.
But also give us a share. It helps us keep the channel alive so we can get more people in here to fucking hear what you had to fucking hear. Because if you're going to suffer, you might as well make other people suffer too.
Yeah.
So, if you're out there living life, guys, try to be like those superheroes that you see on there. Understand that you're going to go through struggles, you're going to have hard times, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be down forever. Get yourself back up, dust yourself off, and continue to fight even more. Stay away from all those drugs and try to live life on the straight and narrow. It's going to be tough and rough, but you know what? That's just life.
Suck it out, Buttercup. Caw.
I said what I said.